Hello there, and again, and in today's video, we're going to talk about some very new news on the issue of Manchester United making a decision on the future of Edinson Cavani. And I know you guys are very interested in this regard to know what's been going on in Cavani's life. What's Cavani been doing. So the recent decision is that Cavani will stay in Manchester United for the future because Ralf Rangnick thinks that he is an asset. Edinson Cavani took some time convincing to have his Man United contract extended, and he has been linked with the January transfer for a very long time. Ralf Rangnick has told Edinson Cavani he will not be allowed to leave Manchester United right now. Speculations over Cavani's future has resurfaced in recent weeks, but United downplayed spurious reports linking the striker to Barcelona, Juventus, or even Man City. Cavani, 34, has only started 3 times for United this season and is out of contract in June, but he would have more playing time in Rangnick's 4-2-2 alongside Cristiano Ronaldo. And Cavani thinks that the combination of Ronaldo and Cavani would be a destructive striking combination, is what something Man United really need right now. 2 legendary players ahead. United have scored 3 goals in the 2 matches Cavani and Ronaldo have started together, and Rangnick has refused to entertain the prospect of Cavani going when Anthony Martial has already requested a transfer. We had quite a few conversations in the last couple of weeks. Probably the player with whom I have spoken the most, Rangnick said. He is one of the players who I have spoken the most, and I see with the highest potential. He's probably the one who can play as a striker back to goal and face to goal, and also play as a midfielder. And his professionalism, work ethic, seriousness are just amazing. I desperately want him to stay, and I want him to be a part of my team till the end of this season at least. That's what Rangnick has said. He knows how I highly rate him and how highly I respect him, and that was also the reason why I played him from the beginning today together with Cristiano. So this, I think, is the beginning of one of the best duo striker memberships in our team right now. And this is something I'm going to talk about soon again. Rangnick confirmed Martial is not the only player who has asked to leave this month, but United are reluctant to trim their bloated squad mid-season among the soaring COVID rates, because currently in the time of the pandemic, it's an extremely difficult transfer market right now. Martial has been omitted from the last 2 match squad since he informed Rangnick personally of his wish to leave the club. Sevilla have already had a loan offer rejected for Martial, as United are demanding a loan fee, and the buying club pays Martial wages paid in full. So yes, it depends, and I think you understand. I don't want to speak about individual players in public. I know from some players that they want to leave. We spoke about Eddie, and he knows that definitely he is not one of the players I want him to go. For me, he is going to be one of the most important players this season, and with rest and his fitness back, he will take the club to a new height. For me, it's clear. Edinson has to stay. He will get more game time. So Edinson Cavani will definitely get more game time compared to other players, because his combination with Ronaldo and with Sancho, Cavani, Ronaldo, and Bruno, these three can be a lethal combination in terms of striking. And as Martial made it clear that he wants to leave, and in a way I can understand. This is something I will not interfere with, but again it's a question not only of what he wants to do, but also a question of which kind of clubs are interested in him and the demands of the clubs. We have to wait and see. He is not injured currently, so I decided to go with this group of players that were in the squad today, so it had nothing to do with injuries. And that's what Ralf Rangnick has said. This has nothing to do with injuries, but Cavani is gonna stay. This is a very very big news for us right now. So this is a very very big news for us right now. Interim manager, Manchester United boss, would be reluctant to let any of his players go during the January transfer window. So Cavani is one of the players who would definitely be staying, because Cavani fits his style of playing absolutely perfectly. The 34-year-old who's going to be out of contract in this June has been linked with a move away from the Old Trafford to several clubs. But how many of the clubs do you think do you think would be able to pay him the kind of wages that he gets at United? Very few of them. Because of the current outrage and the pandemic, very few people would actually be able to afford that. So yeah, when I say that Cavani is an asset, I mean it. I mean, he is an asset. Have you seen him play? It was absolutely fantastic. I mean, his playing skills were absolutely fantastic. So that's something I highly regard. I think Edinson Cavani is going to stay, in the long term. And as Ralf Rangnick has said, his combination and contribution to the team is going to be something that will be legendary up ahead. It will be legendary, and it will be something to cherish. It will be something that people will remember. And I think it's going to take the team to new heights. I definitely think so. So that's what I wanted to make a video on today. And we've seen him play. I think even in the past season, he had a very big impact on the team, finishing second. He scored some absolutely fantastic goals, and even in this season, I mean, if he is paired, if Ronaldo, Bruno and Cavani, three of them are paired together, I think that would give rise to an absolutely fantastic, trio. A trio that could break any defense. The three of them are capable of breaking. I think Manchester United right now have one of the biggest, squads in the world. And if they can just utilize it, that's all we need. We just need them to utilize it. Provided they utilize it, I mean, we'll be able to stand in front of any team, no matter who that is. I know that we have some defensive setbacks and some midfield setbacks, but those can be fixed. And I'm going to talk about that as well. I'm going to talk about in another video. I'm going to talk about the three transfers that Man United can make. Top 3 transfers that we can make to get back our players on their feet, get back our players on their particular issue, or on their particular drive or their particular grind. So what do you think about the possibility of Cavani staying at United? I personally think Cavani has the potential to be one of the best players in the team. Pairing with the likes of pairing with Bruno, Ronaldo, Cavani, I mean, these three together have the potential to be a team of the best players in the world. We can have the best striking presence in the world. We can have that. We can surely have that. I think the main problem with United right now, with players like Ronaldo, Sancho, Rashford, Fred, and Greenwood, we have loads of striking attack. Our main problem is our midfield and our defense. We need a CDM. That's what I've been always saying. We have the best strikers in the world. We have the best players in the world, but we need a CDM. We need some defense. So let's hope. I'm hoping we get a good defensive midfielder this January transfer. I think that would solve most problems of United. So I'll be back with more news, more views. Till then, take care.